Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. At this time, I would like to, Ms. Shara will lead us in our opening meditation.
Good morning, everybody. If anybody hasn't been here before, we're just going to take a few minutes just to get quiet and get settled and go to that innermost part of us we call spirit. So you may want to just gently close your eyes and maybe put your feet flat on the floor and just get your body relaxed. And we're going to start with just taking a few deep breaths. And as you let the breath out, just relax all the little muscles around the eyes, the cheeks. And just begin to let go. And as we focus on our breathing, just at our own pace, we begin to get settled and come into that inner peace. That peace that passes all understanding. We just let our shoulders go. And we feel that peace pass through our arms and hands. And down through the torso and our legs. And we just let this peace pass through our feet and feel our body totally relaxed. And you may want to just focus on that space between the eyes and the forehead. And come into that inner peace. And on this beautiful, sunny, perfect weather, perfect temperature day, we find ourselves walking by the seashore. We hear the gentle waves. in and roll out. And roll in and roll out. And we decide to sit on the cool sand. And we just began to take a few minutes and let all of our concerns roll out on the waves. And now, as we come back to the seashore, we feel Spirit's guidance rolling into us. Like the air from the sea, we feel that guidance coming into us, always with us. We feel that mist, the salt, and we know that we are surrounded by pure spirit. And as we go forth this week, as we meet each challenge, we pause and listen for the guidance of Spirit. And we say, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. As we begin to gently come back into our bodies, into this peaceful place. And when we're ready, we open our eyes, and so it is.
Please stand and let us read together our vision and mission statement along with the Declaration of Principles. Our mission statement: CSL West Georgia is a joyful global community where everyone belongs. Through our unique spiritual teachings, we provide a safe environment to experience compassionate living. Declaration of Principles. I believe there is one creative intelligence operating throughout the universe. I believe my purpose is to allow this divine mind to express in, as, and through me. I know that this divine presence is a power for good, which responds to my conscious use to create a life filled with health, love, peace, and success in all things. I use it now, and I rejoice in it And so it is. All right, beep, beep. A little faster. All right, now it's time for our community song. All right, y'all, we did that. All right. Now we will have a reading by Dana Holbrook.
Hi. Morning. I just found out I have to read this on my phone, so it's really small. So I'm going to do my best. This is from Creative Minded Success, Creating Atmosphere. To the student who has realized that all is mind and that everything is governed by law, there comes another thought. It is that he can create or have created for him for his own thinking. He can create such a strong mental atmosphere of success that its power of attraction will be irresistible. He can send his thought throughout the world and have it bring back to him whatever he wants. He can so fill his place of business with the power of success that it will draw from far and near. Thought will always bring back to us what we send out. First, we must clear our thought of all unbelief. This book is written for those who believe, and to those who do believe, it will come true in their lives. Without mental clearness on the part of the thinker, there can be no real creative work done. As water will reach only its own level, so mind will return to us only what we first believe. We are always getting what we believe, but not always what we want. Our thought has the power to reach, in the outer form of conditions, an exact correspondence to our inner convictions. By thinking, you set in motion a power that creates. It will be exactly as you think. You throw out into mind an idea, and mind creates it for you and sets it on the path of your life. Think of it then as your greatest friend. It is always with you wherever you may be. It never deserts you. You are never alone. There is no doubt, no fear, no wondering. You know. You are going to use the only power that there is in the universe. You are going, next page, to use it for a definite purpose. You have already fixed the purpose in your thought. Now you are going to speak it forth. You are speaking it for your own good. You desire only the good, and you know that only the good can come to you. You have made your unity with life, and now life is going to help you in your affairs. You are going to establish in your rooms such an atmosphere of success that it will become an irresistible power. It will sweep everything before it as it realizes the greatness and the almightiness of the One. You are so sure that you will not even look to see if it's going to happen. You know. And now your word, which is one with infinite life, is to be spoken in calm, perfect trust. It is to be taken up, and at once it is to be operated on. Perfect is the pattern, and perfect will be the result. You see yourself surrounded by the thing that you desire. More than this, you are the thing that you desire. Your word is now establishing it forever. See this, feel it, know it. You are now encompassed by perfect life, by infinite activity, by all power, by all guidance. The power of the Spirit is drawing to you all people. It is supplying you with all good. It is filling you with all life, truth, and love. Wait in perfect silence while that inner power takes it up, and then you know that it is done unto you. There goes forth from this the word of the power of the infinite. The words which I speak, they are spirit and they are life.
All right, y'all. Guess what time it is? Another musical selection. But this time we don't have to sing. We'll just listen to John Stringer, okay? So enjoy.
Song to be whatever source was seeking for it to be. The words came out much like the previous song as a prayer, except it's a prayer from the higher self to the lower self. Check it out. Or the higher self to the imaginary lower self. Here I am. I've heard that you've been looking for me. A part of me to look for me. I think it's kind of funny. Here I am, waiting for you. To listen for me now. I can wait for as long as it takes. Because everything's already here. Right now, right now. Holy instant, holy moment. Holy instant, holy moment. You've seen your peaks, you've seen the veil removed, yet you know that you love to suffer until you're ready for some higher good. It's all good that you say
it's all good, 'cause I made it that way. The essence is eternal, an extension of myself, holy instant, holy moment. Holy instant, holy moment. Your creation of form is something else, beauty but not real. So don't get caught in how you feel when you see something go down that you don't like. Remember, oh remember, there's no wrong and there's no right. Holy instant, holy moment. Holy instant, holy moment. And I will lead you home. Don't be afraid to speak to me, and that's whatever you believe. Don't be afraid to let it go. That's whatever you need to know. Holy instant, holy moment. And I will lead you home. Holy instant, holy moment. And I will lead you home. Oh. Be afraid to ease the pain. Cry and feel the love of it. Don't be afraid to ease the pain. Cry and feel the love of it. Holy, 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 keep it going. We're saying home, holy, holy. You can join in. Think of it as a chant. Jennifer blessed us with holy, 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 holy.
All right. All right, now we are so happy to have Dr. Reverend Colette Williams with us again. Along with receiving an MBA in Organizational Change Management and becoming an ordained metaphysical minister, she has also attended LaCordon Blue College of Culinary Arts to become a trained chef. So, everyone, please welcome Dr. Reverend Colette Williams to the podium.
Good morning. How's everybody doing today? Fantastic. Talking out of that one or not. Well, today we're going to talk about, I'm going to talk to you about faith and actions. Faith and actions. You can believe a lot of things and experience a lot of things, but if you don't have faith that you can achieve your goals, that you can reach where you're trying to go in life, then it's just words that go out there and it's just out there. But if you have faith that, like the young lady said this morning, that you know what you know, that's faith. Like, you know what you know, beyond a shadow of a doubt. That's that unwavering faith. And you accompany that with action. Because you can believe, like I said, a lot of things, but you have to take steps. There's levels to things. You can say, well, oh, I'm going to work tomorrow. Okay, what you gonna do when you get there? You know, we get used to repetition that we get stuck on autopilot. And we're just doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. But if you have in your mind that I want to grow beyond my current position, I have to relate it to real world things. If you want to grow in your current position, yes, you have these set of things that you know what you know. But that action comes in is, what am I going to do to get to the next level? What am I going to do to show my boss that I'm ready to be promoted? This is faith in action. You have to couple it with an action step. You can't just say, speak it, believe it, receive it, but what are you doing? You can speak it, but what are you doing? You have to do something to receive something. You have to express your gratitude and thankfulness. That's an action. I express my gratitude. I'm so very thankful that you all invited me here to speak. That's an action that I'm taking. I'm telling you that I'm grateful and I'm thankful to be standing on your stage today so you can hear me speak about what it takes to do, or what we need to do to get where we're trying to go. It's we're co-creators with the divine, and we're working side by side. And if we listen and stay in tune with that higher self, we're going to achieve the great things that we want to achieve in life. We're going to get where we're trying to go. But it's several things. I tell people, they ask me, well, how do I manifest? It's levels, it's steps. You can't just say, oh, well, I want a promotion, I want a new car. What are you doing behind the scenes? You have to take action. And then another thing that you can add to it, that I add to it, I know you've all probably heard of where two or more gather in my name. You got a collective audience, like we are right here, right now. We are vibrating on the same level. I used to be in a marching band. It's like one band, one sound. The reading this morning that the young lady gave, action. We're all vibrating at the same level right now. We're meeting because we believe on the same level. Do you know how powerful that is? Like, seriously, do you all know how powerful that is? That we are all gathered together on the same accord, thinking and experiencing the same thing. It's levels, and it's very deep. It is. You can't just go out into the world and think, oh, well, I prayed this morning. I asked to have a great day. What are you doing to make your day great? You can ask for a lot of things, but what's your action step? What are you doing? You get on the highway and somebody cuts you off because they have road rage. And that energy, it spills over to you because it's like, man, I'm trying to make it to work. I'm trying to get where I'm trying to go. But somebody cuts you off. You don't know what type of day they're having, but you don't have to let that negativity spill over into your day. Many of us do. I'm guilty. But, it's like, what are you doing to ensure that you get to your destination safely? I say a series of prayers before I get on the car. I talk to myself like that. It's like, keep your angels encamped around me, get me to my destination safely. Please allow everybody else that's on the road to get to their destination safely. But am I driving defensively? That's my action step to ensure that what I'm asking for manifests for me. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm sweating to death, but you have to take action. You can't just ask for something and expect for it to fall out of the sky. Sometimes it does. Don't get me wrong, sometimes it does. Your blessing can be like a rainfall, just fall out of the sky. But in our everyday, day-to-day life, we have to take action. We have to do what we need to do to get where we're trying to go. It's like, every time they introduce me, it's like, well, she has this, she has that. But there was reasoning behind everything that I've accomplished. I wanted to be a chef because my mom was a dietitian at the hospital. My grandmother was the head cook. Then my aunt took over after she passed and was the head cook at the hospital. So I thought, well, I want to cook too. I was always in the kitchen when my auntie was cooking, so I'm like, I want to cook too. So I was like, okay. You always used to see those commercials back then about Le Cordon Bleu on TV, and I was like, man, I want to go to Le Cordon Bleu. They churning out excellent chefs who study French cuisine. Ooh. So it took me 3 years to get in because they just wouldn't accept me. But I was consistent and persistent because I said that's where I wanted to go. That was my action. I just didn't let that door be shut in my face because they said no the first time. I knew that I wanted to be a chef and I was going to go to Le Cordon Bleu. So it took 3 years for me to get accepted. And once I did, it's Chef Colette. And then I got the idea that I wanted to be in business for myself. I didn't want to work for nobody. Like, I want to be an entrepreneur. So me and my bright ideas, I was like, I need to learn business. So I enrolled to get a bachelor's degree. And my way of thinking is, okay, well, to be a master at something, you have to gain those credentials and practice it over and over. That's what they taught us in culinary school. To be a master chef, you have to be the master of your craft. So I said, I want a master's degree. So it just went on and went on from there. And every career opportunity that I've been involved in, any degree that I've had, is because I was trying to get to that next level. And I'm saying that to you, sharing that with you today, is you're trying to get to that next level no matter what aspect of your life it's in. You have to have faith. You have to claim it. Now, speak it, believe it, receive it. You have to speak it for yourself. You have to claim it for yourself. It doesn't matter how many doors shut, a million could be open. Doesn't matter. Don't worry about that shut door. It wasn't yours. So you keep doing what you're doing and having faith and taking those action steps, and you'll get where you're trying to go. For some of us, it happens just like that. For some of us, you have to wait a while because you're not there yet. So that's what I was telling you all the last time when I spoke, if you remember. Just because something is shut down, don't matter. Might not be for you right now. Maybe you got to grow a little. You have to ask yourself when things happen, what is this trying to teach me? That's what we spoke about, well, what I spoke about last time. Instead of looking at things in a negative light, ask yourself, you flip it, what's this trying to teach me? What can I learn from this? Okay, that door shut, and I really want to do this. What else should I learn in order for the next door to be wide open and I just walk straight through it? Those are those action steps. You have to have faith and believe that you are going to achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve. You have to believe beyond a shadow of a doubt. My mom used to tell me, I got a million mom stories. My mom used to tell me, you just have to have faith the size of a mustard seed. And she gave me this little locket one time that had a mustard seed in it. And I was probably 13, 14. And I looked at it, I was like, Mama, really just that little bit of faith? Like, I just got to believe a little bit. But just imagine this, wrap your mind around this. If you just believe just a little bit, imagine the infinite possibility that you can open up if you believe beyond a shadow of a doubt. And your belief is unwavering, your faith is unwavering. You can go anywhere you're trying to go. You can do anything that you believe that you can do. I mean, it's endless. It's amazing to me. And then look at it like this. If you have friends that root for you, just say, hey, I'm really trying to pray for this. I want this to happen in my life. Imagine how powerful it is when two or more gather for that one thing. Can you imagine the amplification of that? It's like, man, I'm pouring in the universe for myself, and then this person is pouring into the universe and asking on my behalf. What can go wrong? That's where the saying comes in, two or more gather in my name. You have to relate it to what you're experiencing right here, right now. It's amazing. The things that you can accomplish, the places you can go. I have friends that I see, and they're always traveling the world. I would love to travel the world, but my anxiety is just, I'm not there yet. I don't like to fly. I don't. I don't like to travel long hours inside of a car. But when I get in the car with somebody and I trust their driving, and I'm prayed up, like those skills are gonna be on point. We're getting where we're going. Then it's you believe it, and then the anxiety, it just goes away like it wasn't even there. And then you find yourself listening to music and you're enjoying your way there. When you're trying to accomplish things in your life, it's the same thing. If we live in the right here, right now, and we enjoy it, we embrace everybody else. We gather under one thing, one place. We're gathered here. And we believe in the same thing. I'm believing it for you, you believe in it for me. The possibilities are endless. I'm trying to tell you. I am I used to be, I'm gonna say that. I used to be a little small. Well, I ain't never been small, but I used to be a little girl raised in the country and right here in Villa Rica, Georgia, and never would have imagined for 1 second that I would ever be confident enough to stand in front of some people and speak. I never would have imagined back then that I would be an accomplished person. Thought never even crossed my mind. Stuff like that doesn't really cross a kid's mind, but I always had aspirations of being a businesswoman. I would watch People's Court with my auntie. When it come on, they're walking in the courtroom, they got the briefcase, and I'm like, man, when I grow up, I'm gonna be a business person. Not realizing that there's levels. It's levels to businesses. It's many different businesses. But me as a little kid, I just fell in love with the briefcase and walking up them steps, like that was my viewpoint. But I'm sharing all this to say that when you couple your faith, you take those action steps, and you believe something beyond a shadow of a doubt, can't nobody tell you no, because one no can mean a million yeses somewhere else. So you don't take no. Anything that's for the greater good of yourself, trust and believe the divine is going to deliver. It doesn't matter if somebody else says no. When I'm told no, I just look at it as, okay, that wasn't my opportunity. Moving on to the next. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing. I'm going to grow a little bit more. And the next time I see an opportunity or somebody puts an opportunity in my face, I'm going to jump right on it. And that's how you have to be throughout your life. Jump on those opportunities. You can be a person that's praying and praying and praying for something. Ask for that discernment to be able to see the opportunity and know that it's yours when you see it. Jump on it. Faith, action steps, that unwavering belief. Get you some prayer sisters, prayer brothers. Speak it for the collective. I promise you it's amplified 1,000,000 times. That's been my experience. I wouldn't tell you anything that I haven't explored and experienced for myself. That's why I'm sharing it with you today. Faith has to be accompanied by an action step. And you have to have that unwavering belief. Like, I don't care if somebody told me no. Myself and the divine, we know something you don't know. That's your no, not mine. And that's how you approach things. That's how you achieve things. That's how you accomplish your goals. That's how you get where you're trying to go. A lot of us are very accomplished, and you can look back on a situation and say, man, I don't know how I got there. I share this with y'all about my mom. She had this picture in her bedroom, the footprints in the sand. Have y'all ever seen those pictures? And she would tell me every day, I was like, Mama, I don't know how I made it. I got picked on the bus. It was rough. She said, you see that right there? Me being a kid, I'd be like, oh, yeah, I see it, Mama. She was like, God carried you. And you home, so go clean your room. It's like, okay, she just was that person, a little short, something about 5'4". But hey, that was her thing. She always had an example to relate to anything negative that I was experiencing. It's like, yeah, you made it. You see that picture? It's only one set of footprints. You was carried throughout the entire day. And that's what the divine does for us. Sometimes we go through some things and we're faced with some things and we look back on it, it's like, man, I don't know how I made it through that. The divine had you. And that's why I'm telling you, when you believe in the things that you're trying to accomplish for yourself or manifest for yourself, the rules don't change. Everything is governed by spiritual guidelines. It is what it is. But you know, the deciding factor is, are you going to take action? Are you going to take the steps to get where you're trying to go? Or are you just going to be, you know, some people sit there and it's like, well, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I don't know how I'm going to get that done. What are you doing? What are you doing? Pray about it. Ask your higher self to show you the way, show you what you need to do. Ask for it. You can, I don't know if you all ever heard of that song, Order My Steps in Your Word, Dear Lord. Lead me, guide me every day. Send your anointing, Father, I pray. Please order my steps in your word. It's the same thing when you're speaking to the divine. Ask for that divine guidance. Ask for your steps to be ordered to get where you're trying to go. And take action. You got to move. It's like me, you know, I told myself, it's like, I want to lose weight. Okay, but what am I doing to lose weight? I can't just sit there and say, man, I want to lose weight. Am I going to change my eating habits? Am I going to get up and exercise? See that action? Action equals results. So when you're asking for something, make sure you do take the necessary action to see it and bring it into fruition. Because we are co-creators. That means two. The divine is working for us, but we are co-pilots. So that means we have to take action. We have to do some things to achieve what we're trying to achieve, to get where we're trying to go. And I just want y'all to know that, you know. I know I done stood up here and talked for a long time, but I'm very passionate about something that I believe in and that I know what I know. And I love for people to understand it and do the same thing for themselves. Because one no behind one door could equal a million yeses behind another door. So don't sell yourself short. Take those action steps. You know, you can get up in the morning, do your morning affirmations, meditate, pray, whatever you decide to do, it's your choice. But put some action behind it. I promise you, you put some action behind some powerful prayers or some powerful affirmations, and you speak positivity throughout the day, somebody approach you with something negative, I'm sorry you're experiencing that, but you know what? I'm having a super fantastic day. And they can take that as sarcasm if they want to. We don't have any control over somebody else's feelings. We are responsible for our energy and the energy that we allow around us. So if somebody's being negative, remove yourself from the situation. Let them stand right there, because that might be their truth for that day. Let them stand right there and have it. But you move on through positiveness, through gratefulness, with positivity. And the possibilities are endless, I promise you. It's endless. It's like that story I was telling y'all about the car that I said I wanted with all the bells and whistles. I didn't let the guy at the dealership tell me no. I was like, okay, well, thank you. But they called me and was like, hey, Miss Williams, we have a car. You want to come take a look at it? It wasn't an SUV, but I fit comfortably in it, and it had everything that I wanted. So it might not have been everything that I wanted, but it was accommodating to what I was asking for. So I took action and took it because that was my opportunity. Because sometimes you might ask for something and it might not be exactly what you want. Like I was telling you, it takes some practice. But you can start getting the things exactly how you want it, but you got to learn and grow. But don't close the door in your own face when you have what you asked for and it has almost everything. Like I took a position one time, it was almost the money that I wanted, but just a little shy. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take the opportunity. And sure enough, I grew in the opportunity and got more money than what I asked for. So that's how you have to approach things. You speak it, believe it, receive it. But action in speaking, action in believing, action in receiving. You receive something, that action step is, I'm so grateful, I'm so thankful. It's a verbal action because you are responding to it. So I'm going to finish and leave y'all with that. I'm going to leave you with that. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Take those action steps and receive all that goodness that the universe has for you. And always lean on the collectiveness around you. You could pray for me, I could pray for you, and we can see some things manifest. And that's how you have to do it. And I thank y'all so much for inviting me again.
I just want to say something. Thank you, Dr. Williams. I needed to hear that today because, it's good to have faith, but you also have to take action as well. So I have a digital interview that I have to do for a new job, and I am so nervous. Like I have anxiety when it comes to job interviews. Like I don't know. Every job interview I had, I always got the job, but it's just something about it's the same questions you always get. You know the answer, but it's like your brain is just going, everywhere. So it was presented to me. So I believe it's for me. And can I get a, so it is. All right. So now we have a musical selection. Or will we just go into conscious giving? Somewhere deep inside, I felt darkness, always searching for this place called heaven, never knowing where to turn. Then I realized that I'd been searching too far from home, 'cause this place called heaven is inside of me. Heaven is inside of me, the place I go where I'm always free. Heaven is inside of me, the place
where God abides inside of me. So look into your soul and feel the Spirit. That place deep inside where you are whole. Spirit is right there. Don't you realize your soul's been waiting for you to arrive? 'Cause this place called heaven is inside of you. Heaven is inside of you, the place you go to find your truth. Heaven is inside of you, the place where love abides inside of you. Remember, God is always deep inside. Just let God work in you. Then let God work through you as you. Heaven's everything we see. Everywhere we go, it's you and me. Heaven's everything we see. It's the place where love abides. It's the place where God abides. It's the place where love abides. As one are we.
It's now time for conscious giving to our community. Money is a spiritual activity. Spiritual giving is an opportunity to express our gratitude and open our consciousness to receive greater abundance. It is the practice of participating in the circulation of universal good. We have 3 ways to give here at CSL West Georgia. You can put cash or a check in the envelope found in the bulletin. You can donate online by accessing your personal Breeze account using the Breeze mobile app on your phone. And you can also donate electronically with your phone by using the information found on the back of the bulletin. This information is also being placed in the chat window for our online viewers. If you donate online, either using your phone or your Breeze account, please put an online giving card in the collection plate to acknowledge your contribution. If you did not pick one up at the door, you can get one from the usher. Now, as one consciousness for prosperity, let us say together, freely I give with a feeling of abundance, knowing that my gift blesses others and myself as well. Okay.
giving from my heart and from my soul. Freely I give, freely I give, and the gifts come back to me tenfold. Lovingly I give, lovingly I give, giving from my heart and from my soul. Lovingly I give, lovingly I give, and the gifts come back to me tenfold. Joyfully I give.
All right, and together we say, I am grateful for the divine givingness circulating abundantly through my life, our community, and our world. All right, now it's time for announcements. Okay, next Sunday, our message will be delivered by Reverend Jean Bell, who serves as the Associate Minister at the Spiritual Living Center of Atlanta. For our midweek refresher, every Thursday evening, beginning at 7:30 p.m., we meet here at the center to study a book we have chosen to read to support our spiritual growth. We are currently reading Your Mind Can Heal You by Frederick Bells, and everyone is welcome. If anyone is in need of prayer support, we have prayer cards over on the round table next to the door. If you fill one out and put it in a white box, the cards will be collected at the end of the service, and the treatment will be done for you during the week. If anyone is with us today for the first time, please raise your hand so that our usher can bring you a welcome packet. And also, we are on several social media platforms. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Click that like button. Now for our closing affirmation, let us please stand. We go forth today knowing that we are God's blessing in the world. Only good goes from us. Only good comes to us. And so it is. Have a wonderful week, everyone. Now it's time for our community song.